Hello everybody, it is Danlags and welcome back to episode 152 of Constructing Los Dangeles. How is everybody doing? We are back in the city today and we're ready to continue to build. So, I want to spend this episode continuing to work on the theater. This is probably going to be the last episode I work on it, for the full episode. We've worked on it quite a bit on these last few episodes here, and it's getting pretty close to a point where I'm happy with it, and I don't really feel like I need to work on it any further. But today's episode, we're going to be starting to work on the tower part, which is what I've been talking about lately. So I got kind of started with it, just putting through a design that I kind of like, and I'm just going to kind of keep on working on this episode and go from there. So really what I'm doing is trying to build something similar to what we have over here on this like third level of this building. Something very similar to that, but not quite the same. So that's really what we're going for here, guys. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So, really, what I want to do on this episode is kind of copy and paste what we have here to, well, basically everything here to this side. That's going to be the first thing I'm going to do, and then I'm going to start to work on the roofing a little bit, just to kind of get everything all put together. But what I have so far, I'm pretty happy with. Again, this big glass wall here is going to be the elevator shaft that we talked about last episode. So let's just jump right into it, no more wasting time. And I just want to apologize in advance, everybody, if I sound a little nasally or stuffed up or something like that. It's that time of year, where it's kind of easy to catch something. So I got a little bit of a stuffed up nose, a little bit. So if my voice sounds a little bit nasally, I'm sorry about that, guys. It'll pass in a couple of days. But anyway, welcome back to CLD, everybody. We're making some pretty good progress here. Again, not like I've said for the last few episodes, not a whole lot left until we have, everything I want to do on Xbox 360 kind of squared away. I basically have kind of like a checklist put together of all the things that I want to finish on the 360 version of the world before I move over to the next gen console. So I'm working through those things as I go. I would like to try to get to the stadium within the next episode or two. I know I keep saying that, but I haven't had a whole lot of time to work on the stadium. But I'm trying to get that, into my priority list here on the game pretty soon. So, stadium is important. I need to finish that. It's over a year old, which is crazy. It's really not that big of a building either. Well, it's big, but if you compare it to like something like the castle or the Alpine Mansion, it's like I gotta finish it. So, one of these days I'm gonna work on the stadium, guys. One of these days, but. Other than that, just working through things, just trying to add like street lights and things like that, and street lights, traffic lights, stuff like stop signs all over the world, and billboards. I've started to add a few of those, traffic or directionals and stuff like that. So, yeah, all that stuff. Just trying to get all like the logistics of the city put in, just the small details that make it look a little bit more alive. So I'm adding all those things right now as well. It's a process, guys. It's gonna be done soon. But I have had a little bit of issues with Xbox lately. I know I tweeted this out the other day, and it's funny because Xbox is kind of having like some issues, I guess, where like can't stay online. So like basically, I'm right now. If you just like open up my thing. I am not on Xbox Live right now. Disconnected. I cannot connect to Xbox Live, so I can't play with anybody. So, obviously, since I can't play anybody, just pretty much playing by myself here on CLD, which is fine. Because, no matter what Xbox 360 does with Xbox Live, the show must go on. CLD must continue. So, it doesn't matter. They can do whatever they want to try to stop this series, and it's just not going to happen, They can shut down the servers, make it all slow so I can't play with my friends. It doesn't matter. CLD must go on. So I don't have to worry about that in terms of like making videos and stuff like that, guys. You don't have to worry about that. But hopefully they fix that problem soon because I kind of want to play with my friends, to be honest. Anyway, we have a question of the day to get to in a minute. We'll get to that in just a sec. I actually got this done a lot faster than I expected. All the interior and stuff will be done later. I saw a comment last episode saying that I should add staircases on all the buildings because people would be interested in playing this in survival when they download it. That's a good point. I didn't really think about that. So I'll probably do that before I put it up for download. Just add staircases in all the buildings. Just add, just a little hallway for staircases. So I'll probably add all those because, I get you. I totally understand why you'd want to play this in survival. I get that at like 100%. So I'll try to fulfill that if I can. I'll put that on my checklist. How about that, everybody? So We'll do that because it is kind of, I guess if you wanted to, you could turn it into like a little like adventure map or something like that, because it's, it's got all the builds in there. You could just kind of turn it into something. I don't really know what you would do with it. I'm not an expert on adventure maps. I know there's a lot of cool ones out there, but I don't know. I haven't really thought about it on this world. I'm just really focused on building it more than anything. So let's see. Okay, so there we go. We got all that, and then I just got to add my Danville's anvils. We need to make a building for Danville's anvils one of these days. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then over here as well, we got... Okay, this is actually just 4 blocks up of bush, so that's exactly what I want to do. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just, gotta add these bushes on the side. I know it's probably not very realistic, but you know what? It's Minecraft. You can add bushes on stuff when they're probably not there in real life. And that is what makes Minecraft awesome. Okay, so we have that. Actually, I didn't even do it on this side. It's probably because I wasn't sure about it. Looks pretty good, though, I think. Adding those bushes on the side there adds a little bit of color. So that's kind of like what this building's going to look like from the front. But we're not even close to being done yet, because we got to add all the walls and we got to add a roof. I want to make something really fancy for the roof. Of course, you already know. So basically what we have over here, right, is this upside down stair roof, and I like this. I'm gonna do something like this, but I'm gonna expand on it and make it even better. So I'm gonna start off by adding my 2 layers of upside down stairs and see how that looks, and then we'll kind of go from there. So let's just do it. Let's add these upside down stairs and see how it goes. So I'm just gonna wrap these around for now, and then we're gonna add a second level in a second here. So okay, there we go. And let's see, where does this come across? Okay, right here. All right, so yeah, once I finish this building, guys, again, other plans for I want to upgrade my Tinsel Towers building, kind of make it look more like Eclipse, and a little bit more like it is in GTA, because that building over there, it's cool how it is, but it's way too outdated, and some of these outdated things kind of bug me. Even though that's kind of like showing the history of the city, I don't know, it's like, it's not about the history, it's about the finished product, so making things as best they can be is kind of what I'm focusing on. So I am going to be doing some slight modifications to buildings, whether it be now or on Xbox One. That building I might do now, so might work on that next episode, might not, who knows. That's the beauty of the series. You never know what I'm going to work on from one episode to the next. It's just, I come on the world, I fly around, and then whatever I feel like building, it's a spur of the moment thing, I will make the decision, unless I'm working on something like significant like this building, like working on a major project. But there we go. We have the 2 layers of stairs, which already kind of makes this building kind of pop a little bit, which I like. So that's good. Let me add the bushes on this side as well, just so we have them here. So it's kind of funny that it creates like a shadow. It makes it darker down here. All right, so we got that first layer, and we have our second right here. And let's see. And then we're gonna keep going, just taking this up, business as usual. All right, so while I'm doing this, I might as well quickly answer the question of the day. So it's kind of a short, it shouldn't be too long of an answer, I guess is the best way to put that. So today's question of the day is within the fandoms. Asks, question of the day, when are you changing your intro and or outro music? So I kind of like read this question, and I was like, I'm going to expand on this question just a little bit, just to kind of answer it a little bit more in a more broad scope. So basically, I've had the same intro for a long time. I think since 100,000 subscribers is when I introduced my introduction I'm using right now. And I really like my intro, so I don't really have any changes or plans on changing it. Obviously, the only way I would really change it if someone came with me with a better intro. Obviously, I'm not good at like animations and stuff like that, so having an intro with like an animation on it has been really cool for the last year or so. So I have no plans on changing my intro. As far as intro music, I could do that. I could potentially change the music. I did change the music on the outro actually fairly recently, but the intro music I'll probably leave how it is. So, just an interesting little question. Thank you for the question. Just, kind of updating about like, the channel. But as far as my intro goes, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't really plan on changing it. The guy who made it for me did a really great job, so I don't really have any, need to change it. But maybe one day if I ever get presented with a cooler intro, then, maybe I'll go for it. But for now, I'm pretty content with both my intro and my outro. Obviously, for those of you who do not know, my intro was not built. Wow, I'm in a building state of mind right now. It was not created by me. I did not make it. However, I did make my outro, so a little bit of both, a little bit of homemade. I do miss my homemade intros a little bit, not gonna lie. You know, my old homemade intros when I first started my channel, like, warning, I, Dan Lags, I'm going to completely blow your mind with this Minecraft video. Like, that old intro back when I had, like, I don't know how many subscribers that was, but that brings back some memories, I'll tell you what. Maybe one of these episodes I'll throw on the old intro just for time's sake, for all you longtime fans, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it, but since it's pretty much on, like, all my old Danville videos. But yeah, it's a fun little history of the channel. But all right, so thank you for the question within the fandoms. Appreciate it. And of course, you guys can leave your CLD question of the day in the comment section or on Twitter. I believe this one came from the comments, so you know, whatever. Just pretty much I go through both and whatever. Basically, I just kind of go through them until I see one that I like and yeah, go from there. So it's really kind of random as to what I choose them from. So you know, whether you want to write on Twitter or on the comments, you got the same chance pretty much of you know, getting it chosen. But anyway, thank you for the question. So we'll move on here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to add some sort of little railing, and I want to add a railing up here, and then I want to add like a continuation of the roof. So the railing I'm going to do is going to be something fairly similar to down below of down there, like the railing we have on this first level here, right here, something like that. I've really been kind of like attach this kind of railing lately. I think it looks really cool, so we're gonna go with something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna take this up right here and right here, and then I'm gonna have, I guess I'll go like this, place that there like that, and then I'll have take this across right here. That'll probably work, and then we'll have this run across as well. So basically I'm just trying to make this look as like even as possible. Nice and symmetrical. It's pretty much the goal. We can do something like that. That actually kind of looks a little bit fancy, so we'll go with that. Okay, so we'll have that there, and then I'm going to double stack this pillar here so we can connect it to the other one. Alright, so this roof is going to be something kind of different than what I've done on other skyscrapers on this world. It's going to be kind of, I don't really know how to explain it. You'll kind of have to just wait and see. It's not going to be a flat roof. It's going to be a lot more, you know, angled and things like that. So I think it'll look pretty cool when it's done. My vision for it, I think, will, you know, translate well. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does. But I think it will. So there we go. We have our railing there. So now what I want to do is I want to start this roof. So, well, first off, let me just figure this out. So we have 2 away from here, 2 away from here. So let's go right there. And let's see here, guys. Doing a little bit of impromptu building right now. Let's try to figure this out. The best kind of building, of course. Okay, so we're gonna have this right here come up, another pillar. So now we have this kind of these open spaces between these 3 pillars. So now I have to figure out how to connect these. So what I'm probably gonna do is just, you know, take some quartz stairs like I have been doing, and go like that. And that's kind of how the angles are gonna be. Yeah, that's perfect. So now what I want to do, guys, is here's the main attraction here. So I'm gonna get out some stone bricks. Might use cobblestone again. Stone bricks is kind of just my first thought. Actually, you know what? We did use cobblestone down here for the original roof, so maybe that will be a wiser choice. Yeah, let's keep it consistent. Okay, so we're gonna use cobble instead, everybody. All right, so let's take this all the way up to the top. Like we never stop. All right, so we're gonna start right here. This is gonna be pretty curving. Should be interesting to see how it kind of shapes out. It's gonna be a process, guys. Okay, so this is gonna kind of come through here and kind of wrap around like this. Same thing here. Okay, so we've got this turning through here like this. Have this turn as well. All right, this is gonna be good, guys. There we go. So we have that, and basically ignore the railing, because the railing is really kind of just for show. We're going to kind of wrap around this design, basically just continue it upward for several blocks here until we have kind of like a roofing point. Well, I haven't decided how far up I'm going to take it yet, but, you know, we'll just work it out as we go. So we have like kind of these levels, and this is something, a roofing design that I did very similarly. Again, I use the word similarly. That's like not even a word. I don't even know. But it's similar to what we have on the other side of the city on the townhouses. It's like that kind of roof design, just on a bigger scale on a skyscraper. So, and I think it should be pretty cool when it's done. Okay, so we're going to have this wrap around. I'm going to break that block and place a slab here instead. That's going to be better than a full block there. It'll just look clunky if there's a full block. place a slab there and have the stairs continue to run through and turn like this. So there you go. That's kind of like the start of what I want to do. And that's going to continue to go up and up. Okay, so we're going to turn this as well just to give like a full demonstration for now. So this is going to turn, and it's going to turn again right here. So basically, just follow the design, follow the butterflies. That's all you got to do. All right, so we're going to have this turn around the corner and have this go around as well. And just kind of follow it. Follow the pattern. Let's see how this is looking. Again, this is not 100% confirmed that this is going to look good. You know what? Actually, I think I screwed up. Oh, wow, I did. Okay, never mind. We have to put full blocks here, not stairs. I bet you somebody noticed that, and they were probably pulling their hair out. Yep, I'm sorry. I messed up my own design. My bad. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. So this is going to run through as full blocks, and then we'll put stairs on top of that. So now that should be good. Again, it's undecided how many layers I'm going to take this up. I really don't know yet. I just don't. It'll probably be quite a few layers, though. It's going to be pretty tall. My goal for this, the max height of this building was like 175. So what are we at right now? We're probably like getting pretty close to that. 173. Okay, so we're going to probably have to go a little bit taller than that even. Let's see how okay, this is looking pretty good. Just kind of looking at it from a distance. Yeah, we got to get both sides because it's kind of like weird. There's like a little lump on the outside on this side. So we got to fix both sides before we really judge it. Okay, so we got 2 blocks away from here and here, so right there. And we got to fill in a little bit more quartz right here, and then have this go right there. We got to rinse and repeat our design as well. How did we do it on this side? I think we kind of connected it. Okay, yeah, okay, figured. So it goes like this. Connects like that, and like that, and then we got to put our slabs on top. Okay, so let's just follow this design around for now, guys, and see how it looks, and we'll go from there. So let's see. So this is going to wrap around like this. And then basically just following the exact same design. So once I have this kind of figured out and I like it, you know, I always have to make sure I like it first before I follow through with it. I'll take a look at it later, you know, kind of take a break and then come look at it later. Then I'll decide whether I want to like continue on with this design. But as far as I'm concerned, I think this is going to be pretty solid. So basically, that's going to kind of continue up. Maybe one more layer from that. And then there's going to be, here, you know what? Let me show you guys just so you guys know exactly what I'm thinking. There's going to be one more layer. I'm going to go up to 175 on this. One more layer. Now, so it's not going to be too tall, but it's not going to be, you know, kind of like looking short from the bottom. So it's kind of like a happy medium because depending on what angle you're looking at it, it'll look taller or smaller than it actually is. So it's something you kind of have to keep in mind when you're doing skyscrapers. So there we go, guys. There's our top level. So now what I want to do is I want to get out some what are these things called? Anvils and some stone. Pretty much is what I need. I'm just going to take one layer of stone going around the edge here just to start. So like that. All right, so we got this kind of running around. And if I do my math right, I should be able to kind of like fill out the whole design right now. Actually, maybe no, I won't. I probably won't actually, so never mind. But I can do the anvils now. So I'm going to place anvils on here kind of as a, I guess, little like unofficial railing here at the top. More of just for show, but not really intended for actual people to be up here. But so I'm going to put some antennas up here as well. Kind of like, so maybe we'll put like a radio tower over top of the thing. Because I know there's like a radio tower over like Madison Square Garden and stuff like that. So, and other like, you know, buildings in New York. So maybe we'll put like a little radio signal tower. Like we have one on that building as well. So, all right. So we're going to do that right there. We also have to, we do have to make our radio station at some point in this city. But that's kind of what I had planned with that right now. As like the roof of this building. You guys kind of see how this is developing, right? That looks pretty good, right? I think that looks pretty good. So this is my idea that I had in my head, guys. So give me some feedback. Let me know. Of course, leave your CLD question of the day in the comment section below. I'm going to continue to work on this and develop this design. Again, I'm probably not going to work on this building next episode. It'll probably be like pretty close to being done. But this is exactly what I was planning. So I'm liking this a lot. This kind of looks, it's kind of got that hotel feel to it. So that's great. I'm liking the way this is looking. So with that, guys, I'm going to conclude today's episode. Thank you very much for watching CLD 152. If you guys, again, leave your questions of the day in the comments below. Leave it a like if you did enjoy it. I'll be back with you guys in 153 in a couple of days. But until then, everybody, It has been Danlags. Have a great day, and peace out.